Okay, there. Oh, hang on a second. Here we go. Here we go. Bosses by themselves. Alright, we can do this. Okay, boss coming this. Yeah, they're coming this way. Oh, shit. Damn it. No, 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 no. Take your posse and go away. You don't see shit. There we go. Okay. Alright. Well, they're on the move, but we should be able to pick them off one by one. One advantage of the chokeout over melee takedowns is you immediately bring them into a carry position. Small difference, but handy if you're trying to move them out. Alright, now there's two over there. We do want to get rid of them. Through our preferred method, let's call it. Can I open the damn window? Oh, here we go. Ah! Okay, perfect. You know what? If they're asleep... Normally I'm inclined to let sleeping dogs lie, but... just in case... we'll give ourselves an edge. Actually, hang on a second. Okay, so they're asleep, we can pickpocket them. Nice. I'll take that. Oh, shit. Damn it. Somehow walking by them carelessly set them off. This is another thing where I think they developed a lot of systems for this game that work in a mechanical sense, but you don't really have much cause to interact with. Like, things you can do, there's just not a lot of purpose for them. Like the thing with the chimneys earlier. Okay, so now think they're people again. Seen one of these disgusting pigs in the store the other day, trying to buy food like it was some kind of person. Nonsense. Just nonsense. Kind of sin the West must be drowning in for this shit to happen. Shudder to think. Pray hard, sweetheart, pray hard. See, now we're getting into the fantasy racism versus the normal garden variety racism we're all familiar with. In this case, the suspicion... Ooh, knife relic. Nice. Alright, now we can use this. Like, the suspicion against pigmen is somewhat justified. And, understandably, they would have a lot of work to do to establish that they weren't hostile. Is there anything worth here? Okay. These are all melee combat abilities. Let's see what else we've got. Actually, wait. Oh, we do have explosive shells. Damn. I gotta use that more often. Sentry silencer. Swift shots. You know what? We'll use, the silencer. Why not? Hey, Zero. Welcome back. Our bounty target has gone back across the river, somehow without noticing that we've been picking off their gang members. Looks like they're about to separate, however. Perfect, perfect. Here we go. Now we got this. Predator time. Here we go. Greetings from Cleveland. Ha ha! And... Yoit! Alright. Now. Here we go, handcuff. You're gonna wish you killed me when I'm done with you. Alright. Okay, good. So he'll follow us by force. Perfect, perfect. Sometimes you just gotta listen to those spur-of-the-moment instincts, Zero. Anyway. Yeah, I really do appreciate the radar. It's a nice touch. Ah, perfect. Alright, so apparently we found out last time that there's a random chance of bounty targets you bring in alive escape. Something like 10% or something, and they become an instant vendetta. So we'll see if this fella breaks out of jail. Though I still say, given Sheriff Albright's secret, we should be able to, like, ensure that he doesn't leave jail alive, basically. Which, you know, functionally isn't any different than killing him, but, you know, at least we get paid more. Anyway, where's the sheriff? Here we go. Howdy, Sheriff. I wasn't in trouble. Here's your reward. I'll get you for this. Another one crossed off the bounty, huh? Thanks, friend. Beautiful. Alright. So it was a pretty good bump up from... So it was an additional 50%, it looks like. So the bounty was for $130, and turning him alive gave us $195. Oh, don't mind if I do. Thank you, Kirby. So yeah, you get an extra 50% in cash for bringing him in alive, which is handy. Actually, can I afford a better handgun? I think the big one we wanted was like $1,600 or something, so not yet. Let's go turn in some other side quests, because we were headed back this way. You know what, I'm going to stop at Absolution Hall. We uncovered that last time. Oh, coyotes, yep, no thank you. I think while we were running around as Clarence, maybe. But nothing's actually taken us there. Like, again, there's a lot of things that open up you don't really have cause to visit that don't have anything there, but are just there for sort of future quest content. Some of it's randomly generated, some of it shows up as part of whatever character you play as next. I'm kind of wondering how much else is there to find for your characters that you don't necessarily know to look for. Because so far, most of our characters have had a good amount of side content on the way to their objectives. Oh yeah, we saw that again. I saw that before, I should say. And not requiring a lot of long detours. Which I appreciate. But I'm wondering if there's stuff that's just further off the beaten path that you just have to know was out there. So yeah, it looks like there's nobody here we can talk to for a quest. Those are usually marked. Absolution of Scripture. Peace allows us to grow. Peace allows us to marshal our strength for the coming change. It is Inun's grace that brings us peace and plenty, and we give thanks to Inun. But we take care not to bring down Inun's wrath, for peace too easily becomes stagnation. Farmland left without rotation is drained of vigor, and know too that life-giving rains too easily become the town-killing flood. Praise to Inun, who guides us to life when the world is ready for us. See, I was expecting that to go a bit more fire and brimstone, because that's kind of what the others' absolutionist scriptures have been. They give me that vibe. That's a little more straightforward, however. Gavan but shepherd be heard, that ye might weather change and prosper from peace, Yeb and Inun be praised. I'm assuming those are... Like, it's interesting that they appear to have... They appear to be polytheistic. Or at the very least, they have two god figures instead of one, which is interesting. Right, now this is just their food stores. Yeah, no. Nothing here. We carry on. Let's see. Fighting pit? No, we're... there. Right, this is where we want to go because we've got, no, we are not stopping to fight the Ridgebacks. Thank you very much. Because, yeah, no, we got the rifle that belonged to her husband. That proves Weeks was involved in his death. Yeah, no bees. We are not dealing with those tonight. Thank you, no. Oh, what's... Okay, those are just the critters in the cages. I was gonna say, there are hostiles up there. That's gonna be a problem. Okay, where is... What's her face? Graham from Dr. Minerva Long Grackle. Ms. Wilson, my area of expertise is ridgebacks and related venomous megafauna, not mental issues. Whatever is happening to your people is beyond my experience. These symptoms of increased hunger, obsession, and decline of mental faculty could be caused by anything from a gas leak to a contaminated water supply. If you can send samples of any kind, I may be able to provide information, but at the moment there's nothing I can recommend. Okay, that's just a trapper. Because, yeah, we did get his gun. Oh, fuck me. Did we break it down? Oh, fuck. Oh, we broke down his rifle, didn't we? Son of a bitch. Oh. Oh, god damn it. Although also I note that she's not actually here. Yep, there she is. Yep, that's a bit of an issue there. Well, sorry, Marianne. I've totally got proof that it wasn't us that killed your husband. But, it's secret. It's hidden proof. It's hidden proof, you just have to believe me. Moving right along. The theme here for this episode, kids, is greed. Sometimes it hits you where you're not expecting it. Anyway, right, hunting territory. So I want to go back to our tribe for 1 second here because I want to see if we get the quest to talk to ghosts, because that keeps coming up and I'm stunned we haven't got anything to interact with yet. Like, it seems like it's another system thing that you can do something with, but it sounds like the means of unlocking it is either we haven't come across it yet, or it's just very well hidden. Because, yeah, we've been seeing that since the first episode, and it's just not here. Or it's just, you know, it's just not something we've had anything... We haven't uncovered the means of interacting with them yet. You sure you didn't hit with that curse? Well, I don't know. You know what? The character hasn't. The player definitely has. I'm the one with the problem. Across Rivers is just a dude. What you often see in role-playing games is looking for any traces. Whatever settlers may think of us, we know our fight against Wendigo is honorable. Okay, so yeah, that was our companion from the start of this guy's quest. But yeah, in a lot of role-playing games, what you'll see is generic townspeople won't actually have names, but the people you're meant to interact with will have something distinctive about them, or will usually be set up in some way where it is obvious this is a person of some importance. That doesn't appear to be the case here, and that's why most, but not all, characters have had something marking them as a person you're meant to interact with. So sometimes the game is good about signposting what you're meant to do, and sometimes it's just not. It's kind of tricky, and I don't know how much of that is due to jank and how much is due to intentional design. Anyway, let's go get this last bracelet translated. Howling Hatch. What's this about? Oh, I see that. What's that? Oh, I think that's just a body. Why is it standing, though? Is that a statue? Yeah, it's like a statue of a werewolf or something. Okay, what do we got here? Hey, Robo, good to see ya. How's it going tonight? Welcome to the House of Pun. Okay, so I can't... Lever. I don't have a lever. Is there a place we can get it? Can we interact with the statue in some way? Apparently not. Can we blow up the statue? Can't save during travel encounters. Okay, can we blow open the door? Let's try that. Debating going back to 7th Saga. Yeah, that's a tricky one. I 100% understand giving that a pass, because it is a level of difficult beyond what you'd expect from most JRPGs, even others of the era. And it's a big ask to have someone get through it on stream. That's a lot of grinding and a lot of putting up with these systemic nuisances. I think there are interesting things about it. It's just very difficult to enjoy as an actual game. Pun around. Okay, apparently there's no lever here we can actually interact with. Unless there is a container somewhere. I'll make one more pass and see if there's like a barrel or something hidden. But yeah, I know it is genuinely difficult to go back to some games from that era. Like, there was one in particular from the SNES era called Paladin's Quest, which had interesting things about it in terms of the world it was building, in terms of the way it approached character development. Like, it was one of those games where your magic spells are all cast from your hit points, which is one of those ideas that sounds interesting in theory, but kind of quickly becomes a case of what is the least costly ability that I can use that is the most effective at clearing random encounters, and it kind of makes stuff more of a hassle than it should be. But there are things about it I kind of liked, and I went back later and eventually finally finished it, and it just got kind of a slog later on. Like, every random encounter was just throwing high-level bullshit at you, and you had to grind pretty heavily to trivialize it. House of Pun, like House of Pains jump around. Yeah, it took me a minute to figure that out, but I got where you're going there. Alright, howls in the brush, sound of a hunt, and you're the prey. House of Pain? More like House of Max Pain. Ha ha! Oh, that was satisfying. Oh, there's one more. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting Jane has lightning bullets as an ability. Everybody loves explosives. Yeah, no, there are some games from the, from the NES and SNES era that I do kind of want to go back and see how well they hold up. Especially some I never actually finished. Like, I never really got too far into the Dragon's Quest series. I think I stopped playing after the second one. And I'm always kind of curious how much of that is stuff I sincerely enjoyed and how much of that is stuff I enjoyed just because it was there. A real barrel of fun. A barrel of pun, if you will. Ha ha! But yeah, it's kind of like going back to old adventure games and other things that came out in like the late 80s, early 90s. You're always wondering how much of that is nostalgia painting your memory and how much of that is actual stuff actually being a good game. Not quite, but we're getting closer. Another $300 or so and we can start buying some top-tier guns here. On the other hand, that's a real nice shotgun. But, no. We already got the purple shotgun. Never mind. Windows. Does anybody have things of a questy nature we can partake in? I'm going to assume no. Oh, hey, an actual schoolhouse. Pardon me, kids. Stay at school. Listen to your teacher. I mean, you know, given the era, maybe be willing to ask some questions about the material you're being taught, but, you know, don't take it out of the teacher. There's no real established curriculum at this time. Exactly. Zero's got the right of it. If you're not having fun, don't be shy about letting a game be. Or just cheat to get through it. Honestly, like, I've been watching a lot of Ross's Game Dungeon on the Accursed Farms channel, and that's kind of what he does for a lot of really old games that are kind of janky. Like, he'll freely admit that he gives games a fair shot, but he'll openly... But very often he'll find that he needs to bust out a walkthrough or, like, turn the game difficulty down, and when that's not enough, he'll actually have to, like bust out a cheat engine or make some hex edits and such. Like, one of the more infamous ones was his review/playthrough of Martian Gothic, which is this PS1 era survival horror game set on Mars, and it rather infamously has limited saves, and they're limited to computer terminals. And those are kind of scattered throughout the base, not all of them in save locations, and a lot of them just have 2 saves per terminal. And given how much running around you do, it's just wildly impractical to try that. So he freely admitted he hex edited the game to give himself effectively infinite saves. And based on the bullshit he still had to put up with from the rest of the game, it is entirely defensible. Like, that game... Go watch the video if you get a chance, because it makes you really appreciate how games like Resident Evil and Silent Hill were able to put together things that were still reasonably fun to play, and what it looks like when the survival horror gameplay is not carefully designed. Oh yeah, it is. There is some gnarly stuff happening in that game, and it's a shame because the story is actually interesting. I won't spoil it, I won't go into too much of it, but they have kind of an interesting plot with the overall science fiction and the characters that are on Mars and the unique mechanics and such. There's just really, really bad game design that just tears it apart. The channel is Accursed Farms. If you do a search for Ross's Game Dungeon, it should come right up. But yeah, I highly recommend checking him out. He's got a ton of great videos on really obscure games that I had no idea even existed until he mentioned them. I've only personally heard a handful of them, but he can make a video about a Breakout clone sound interesting. That was the game where you die if 2 player characters meet. Yes, that was the one. Yeah, because of some weird virus that spread on Mars because of ancient aliens or some such. It's an idea that is more interesting in concept than it is in execution. Anyway, you desire more knowledge, Okay, yes. The last inscription. We can now complete the lullaby, yes. One quick side note, Martian Gothic was also by the Dreamweb developers, Creative Reality. That's another game that had more interesting concepts than are actually played out in the game, and I like certain things about them, but it's difficult to recommend the actual game on your watch list. Yeah, give it a watch sometime. It's fun. Anyway, the first bracelet says, where bog and mire touch an endless plain, rocks of 3 come home to me. The next, where endless plain cuts reaching rock in twain, groves of trees come home to me. And the last bracelet reads, where rock meets bog and ceaseless fog, stand halfway and wait to see. A lullaby. It speaks of a place, a rhyme to help someone find their way back home, yes. Where rock, bog, and plain all meet. Ah, I know this place, yes. It is at the intersection of the Shepherd's Mountains, Pig Eater Bog, and the Stackstone Plains. I'll mark it on your map, yes. Take this. I wrote the translation. And be safe. I am rooting for you, yes. Alright. Okay. Rocks of 3, grove of trees, stand halfway. Got it.
Spirits alive. You done it. Location of Olvidado's lost gold mine right in your hand. Wendigo's closer than ever.
Off we go. Feel like we should stop somewhere and pick up some meds. Kind of skipped over that the last town I went through. Yeah, we'll stop at the doctor's office back in Stouter, and we'll gear up for this. Hey, Doc. Okay. Browse goods. Yes. That's good enough for now. Is anybody in the saloon of note? No, it's deputy, it's recruitable, that's about it. This game really does expect you to go through characters a lot more than I am. Which might make sense in the early game, but once you've started, like, recruiting previous player characters, it kind of begs the question of why you would bother with the others. Alright, so... yeah, the thriving place is where we were. The open skies place appears to be self-sustaining village. Alright, I'm gonna stop there and see if there's anything of note. Witch at the Crossroads, you again. Get a silk bag from the graveyard duck to live longer. Or to tell us, be sure to drink your Ovaltine. Okay, what's this about? Okay, this is ominous. This is very, very ominous, and of course I can't save. Okay, what's going on this time? Like, what? I don't want to interrupt your little weird fetish play here, whatever the hell's happening. Good to see you, passenger. Might I enlist your help with a particular matter? Here's the skinny. These two have both been really bad boys, but because I'm just overflowing with mercy, I decided I was only going to punish one of them. Here we go. That's where you come in. I needed your help to decide which one. You up for it? This is a bad idea, but whatever. Perfect. I'll let each one of these idiots plead their case to you, and then you'll decide who gets to face some consequences. Simple enough, yes? As punishment itself, that'll be up to me. Uh-huh. Okay, what's happening here? You gotta let me out of here. She keeps calling me a thief and says she's gonna punish me. Please. All I stole was a case of potions from the Spirit Hall. They can get more. My little girl was dying. Wouldn't you do the same if it was your little one? Okay, what's your story? Who are you to judge me? You and that witch both. You got no idea what I've been through. Sure, I killed a man, slit a throat right in his bed, and I'd do it again. You think this cage is justice? That kill was justice, you fucks. I'll never be able to bury the memory of what he'd done to me. I was just a child when he... But now he's dead and I can finally get some peace. You do the same. Alright, enough of the melodrama already. It's judgment time. Who deserves punishment the most, Your Honor? Okay, yeah, there's no third option here, so... we got a guy that stole some medicine for his kids. We got a guy who killed someone who says they abused him. This is a case where I don't really feel like I'm a fitting arbiter for this. I feel like this is something you want to get in front of a judge, or at the very least, get word from some of the other people who are involved. Like, who did the thief steal from? What's their side of the story? Who did the murderer kill? Is there anybody else that can attest to this? Absent anything else, I don't know if I would say either of these men should be... I don't know. I feel like extrajudicial punishment by witch is not exactly a fitting remedy for this situation. Fuck it, the murderer, I guess. Ooh, trail justice for the murderous outlaw. It's kind of poetic, if you don't mind a bit of murder in your poetry. What should I do with you, then? What about... Alakazam, Alakazoo... A snake is you. Well, that was fun. Thanks for weighing in. There, grab something from the chest as payment for your good services. Right. I kind of don't like you. I feel like... I feel like, given the fact that you are in the weird little torture room or whatever where our passenger is, you're going to be at the heart of this, and you're going to be just as bad as the people you're passing judgment on. But on the other hand, she gave us an upgrade item, so... whatever, that's their problem. Onward! Alright, let's see what this open skies place is. Then we'll go to Olvidado Pueblo. Which makes me think, like, are we going to be at the end of this character's journey? I feel like there's going to be more to it. So yeah, here's another Lost Fire Tribe place. And, no. Nobody of significance here to talk to. No quest mark on, nothing. Yeah, there's just so much space in this game that just not necessarily stuff you interact with for quests or anything significant. It's just stuff out there that might occasionally come up as part of some bounty that comes up or something that comes up for a later character. It's hard to tell what the significant stuff is that's separate from your quest and not. It's interesting. It's like the exact opposite of the usual law, conservation, and detail thing you'd get from a role-playing game and such. And I respect it. I appreciate that they're creating the sense that there's this living world that's in motion. Stuff... Oh, can't save right now, huh? I appreciate that they give the sense of a world that's in motion and things change and such. But it does sometimes feel like there's just space for the sake of space. Okay, someone's singing, and that is unsettling. What's going on here? Okay, right. Halfway between the stones and the trees. So, the stones of 3, which I think is here. Okay, yeah, this is the nursery rhyme. Okay. Stand halfway, wait and see. So I guess... because those are the stones of 3, I think. Stand halfway, wait.
Up your spine.
Hey, here we go.
Cold, crackling. Then all of a sudden it appears.
Thank you, weird background song.
Olvidado Pueblo.
Oh, hey. Oh, there we go. We just had to wait for the ghost village to appear.
Uneasy spirits. Chill of the air. Place ain't seen life for a long time.
Nice of them to come with loot we could grab. The song volume was changing to help you find it. I appreciate that. You know how I am. It needs to be a little on the nose to get my attention. I saw that. What was that? Okay, we got magic wibbly-wobbly stuff happening here. And we got ghosts. What's that in there? Dread Wraith. Okay, I feel like we're going to want to deal with this before it becomes a problem. Can we break that open? There we go. Alright. Time to bust out the good stuff. Oh shit. Shotgun for this. Yeah, get fucked. Dread Wraith? More like dead weight. Ha ha! Yeah, time is slippery like that. Alright, we'll take that. Because in this weird little place cursed by the spirit of greed, we should definitely take all the money we can. Anything else we should pay attention to around here? Alright, now we can say, oh hey, finally found me, passenger. I've been waiting. How you doing? You know, passenger, I don't feel much anymore. That's the problem. Fear, excitement, love, hate, they're just words to me. I thought immortality'd be different. We all did. These ghosts, I understand them. They're stuck here forever, in a place they don't want to be. I feel kinship with them if I could. Yeah. Yeah, that song came on the radio the other day. It stuck with me. It's a banger. Anyway, you promised an end to this, passenger. You promised me. This experiment of yours, it won't work. And when it doesn't... Okay, what's going on here? I can't tell you anymore. Not yet. Or else all this, it'll be for nothing. Okay, what's it with the ghosts of Olvidado Pueblo? Stuck, it seems, on this plane. You'll need their help. But how to get it, we're not allowed to say. Alright, so we're finally going to get to talk to some ghosts. Excellent. Okay, that poses a problem. Oh. Let's drink the ghost water, why not? It's a good one. Kind of a shame that Glenn Fry's career didn't go very far past it. Because I understand he had some kind of voice issue or something afterwards. That's kind of what... Like, it was for Beverly Hills Cop 1. That's kind of why they went with Bob Seger for Beverly Hills Cop 2. Which is also a good song. Breakdown's good. Anyway, can we open you? No. Alright, how do we get inside? That's bricked up. I feel like messing with a cemetery in a town full of greed ghosts is going to be not exactly appreciated here. Oh, hang on a second. Anything in the crate? Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Ghost Town, for having bullets. Alright. Oh, do we finally go in a chimney? I think we do. Yes! Alright, so this is awesome. This is plot focused. Achievement unlocked. Here comes Santa Claus. Okay, that's cool. I was not expecting to have to do that in plot sense. Alright. Inspect the mansion for the entrance to the lost gold mine. Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay. Nope, we got poltergeists in here. Oh, there's also a door over here. Okay, fine. I guess you can take the boring way in if you want to be a lame-o. But why do that when you can drop into a chimney? I just wanted to rearrange the room. Really reminds me that the guy who played... Oh, the guy who played... Oh, Doug Cockle. Oh, the English or the Polish VA? Oh, Jesus, okay. Well, that's a shame either way, because, yeah. It's a very distinctive voice. Golden fame for dirt and blame. So much pain for so little gain. Ah, we have another poet here. The Polish VA. Ah, yeah, that's a shame. Oh, Jesus, okay. Yeah, you figure someone that... Oh. Yeah, Yeah, it's always got to be especially rough when someone who literally makes their living with their voice just can't do it anymore for whatever reason. Hey! Oh, we got an orange coming in. The big raiding party. Come on in, folks. You know what? I'm gonna break this down. Why not?
Yay!
Hey, Genginster, welcome to the show. You were playing Darkest Dungeon earlier, right? How'd it go? Or Darkest Dungeon 2? Nice. Went weird, huh? I mean, who among us hasn't had a run go in directions that were not expected? Okay, what's this? Flagellant is alone, but he's also God. I mean, you get the right adventurer, you give them the right equipment. They can stand alone. Given how badly their run goes, sometimes they have to. Specifically a pair of trinkets that are just making them stupidly powerful. Nice. Well, that was one thing I appreciated about those games, and is that there wasn't really... Like, the characters were divided into archetypes. And they didn't really have builds per se, but given the skills you could use and the limited slots you had available, you did have to prepare them for specific roles. And they could sometimes work in a variety of different configurations and intended positions and such. And with the right artifacts and such, you could kit them out for things they weren't necessarily intended to do, but wound up being good at. So yeah, glad to see that is very much a thing in the second game. Okay, that's a Wraith right there. Dread Wraith. Okay, if I recall right, these guys aren't phased by fire. But this can do a number on them. You know what? Let's make a lightning tornado. Fuck yeah! What's wrong, Dread Wraith? You're looking a little winded. Oh, man. Tornado ability is super fun. Across Rivers is one of my favorite characters so far. I mean, you know, I'm not too impressed with the bear ability, but the lightning ability is fucking selling it for me. What's this? Dinner party invitation. Thank you, Kirby. To residents of Olvidado Pueblo. Please join me in my ballroom on the evening of the 3rd of next month. Someone should call Sean Casey. We have much to celebrate. The gold mine is booming. Our town will go down in history as the richest in all the West. We'll serve roast bison with fenugreek and fennel, potatoes au gratin. Is it gratin or gratin? I assume it's gratin. Potatoes au gratin. And the finest red wine from Alfredton Valley. Come, together we will toast the town and all its bounty. Generoso Olvidado. Alright, what's this one? Already read. Okay, getting all bright here. Hey, Nymph Relic. Yep. 2 Nymph Relics, fuck yeah. Do you have enough? No, not quite. Let's see. No, that door's barred. Guess we just go out through here. Empty shells. I'll take those bullets. I'll take those bullets. Oh, shit. Okay, we got a fire out there. Okay, something tells me we are going through this town's past, and as we proceed through the mansion, the outside will reflect what happened to it. Kind of like in the Ocean House Hotel from the Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Oh. Gold and fame for dirt. Okay, yeah, that's a little local mantra of everybody going mad here. Oh! Oh, man. So, instead we got... It's a step down in... Aw, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Do we switch you? You know, I kind of like the higher damage. We'll stick with the double barrel. Adrenaline amulet. Oh, hey, I know those. That sells for real money. Okay, there's a lot of shit happening downstairs, and I'm not comfortable with it. Kind of still figuring out where to go. Mention for the entrance to the Lost Gold Mine. Okay, now we're on the other side now. Are we meant to go downstairs and fight? Oh, I think we opened... Yeah, that must have opened a door elsewhere in the house. Alright, we got Zeke here. Oh, shit! Hang on a second. Oh, yeah! Ooh! Why didn't I do this earlier? That rules! Oh, sorry, Clarence. Okay. Oh, relic. I feel like we're coming to the end of the chapter, so we might want to save that for the next character, see what abilities they get. Oh, pardon me, ghosts. Ah, here we are.
It's too thick for explosives. Locked with a strange mechanism. Won't be able to work it on your own.
Help. Oh, hey, yeah, those are the people that had the bracelets. Our father, inside. Can't open. Gate. Must open. Who are you? You stranger? Who can't... Yeah, here we go again. Spirit world. Here. Come.
Seems them ghosts want that mine open as bad as you do. But you'll have to enter the spirit world.
There we go.
Best bet would be to ask the West Standing woman. She'll know what to do.
Oh, Jesus, look at that. 5,000. Alright. Can we damage it, though? Hold on a second. Alright, no. Never mind. I thought it was, like, damaged in, like... I thought it was unbreakable in the sense that it has more health than you can reasonably do damage for. But no, it's literally invincible. That's a shame. Alright, so we need to head out of here. Surprised there isn't an easy way out of there. You'd think there'd be something we can climb. This was the room, right? Yeah, it has to be. Alright, no, there's gotta be a way out. Pardon me, creepy ghost kids. You know a way out of here? Oh, there's a fucking lever here. Of course, of course. This is me thinking 2 steps ahead when the real problem is like 1 step ahead. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why I'm the best at video games. Alright. Let's head back to our tribe, and we'll call it a night there. Death is everywhere, huh? Let's take a look at this. What is this? 2 steps ahead, skipping over the actual solution. Alright. Oh, this again. We keep running a... Oh my god! Whoa, 255 gold. Whoa! Okay, you know what? You get buried. I know not who you were, Elizabeth Alvarez, but you were among the richest corpses I've ever robbed. You shall be missed. Oh, 34. Alright. Okay, this is a really fucking loaded caravan. You know what? I'm gonna bury you too. I mean, it's only fair to be respectful to the people who are providing me with some real quality loot this time. None of this, like, a thing of spurs and, like, a potato or something. These people aren't wasting my time, and I appreciate that. Yeah, fuck you, vultures. Yeah, have the horses if you want. Alright, that might actually give us enough cash to get one of them high-end guns. All my homies hate vultures. Let me tell you sometime about my arch-nemesis Ricardo the Vulture. That is a long story, but we'll get into that next time. But yeah, I think we will call it a night there. Let me throw down a save. Actually, Clarence, why don't you heal yourself up, buddy? Let me heal you up there. There you go. Now we're ready. And we'll call it there. Next time, we will learn how to talk to ghosts, and then we will open up the mine. And again, you think that's something we would sort out before we go to the ghost town, but yeah, whatever. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Have a good night. No stream tomorrow night. We'll back to be more Weird West next week, so till then, have a good night out there.